underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we're lit.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you know the lie, you know the game. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the interception, here's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. At their own 31-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, here's an option play left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. And caught by Henry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's go now.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, guys, 13, Pioneer.
Looking to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, check that. Street.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the
Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end, finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson going to run again. Dances by him, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Go check.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Lockett, 53 yards. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of...
There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Jackson running again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson options out left. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 96 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle they go with Drake. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Lions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and short now following the fumble. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On second down, this is Harris. And some room to roam now. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Lockett, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Here's the option going left on second down. A pitch comes to Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 40 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Patriots 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1800.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Marcus Jones there for the tackle. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.